Good morning, this beautiful Thursday morning, the 23rd of July, 2026. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of Delta Broadcasting Service, DBS Asaba, we sincerely welcome you to today's broadcast or program. And on behalf of the crew making up Thursday's edition of Morning Ride, we welcome you to our world of information, education, and entertainment. My name is Lily Vet Ugochukwu, and I am thanking you so much this lovely morning for joining us. This is a cold morning, very, very cold, and I hope you're covering yourself because you wouldn't want to land yourself in a hospital. Health is wealth. All right, we have beautiful lineup for your viewing pleasure this Thursday morning. First, we're going to be looking at a national celebration. We really don't have much to celebrate today, and after which we'll be going to a paper review, and subsequently we'll bring you an interview that will capture your mind. Now let's look at our national celebration. What do we have today? The 23rd of July. We have the National Women Touched by Addiction Day. National Women Touched by Addiction Day. Now let's look at what that means. It says National Women Touched by Addiction Day is observed every July 23, shining a light on the critical issue of women affected by addiction. This day aims to raise awareness, reduce stigma, and foster support for recovery. Take action by educating yourself, sharing resources, and advocating for comprehensive care. Now, what's addiction? Addiction is something that you are used to. It could be bad, could be good. You could be addicted to drinks, addicted to drugs, addicted to fun, addicted to laughter, addicted to so many things. But in this case, it is a wrong addiction. Now let's look at expected National Women Touched by Addiction Day deals. On National Women Touched by Addiction Day, the focus shifts from commercial deals to crucial fundraising and awareness initiatives. Now let's go to see organizations and brands for National Women Touched by Addiction Day. We have the Shelter Proof. The Shelter Proof was founded in 2013 by Gary Mendel. Shelter Proof is a national non-profit organization dedicated to reversing the addiction crisis, especially in the U.S. They advocate for evidence-based treatments, prevention, and recovery. So that's it on our national celebration this morning. Now, I was talking about addiction. Now, let's quickly look at what addiction means. Addiction is a chronic relapsing condition defined by the compulsive need to use a substance or engage in a behavior. Despite harmful physical, psychological, or social consequences, it fundamentally alters the brain's reward and self-control, resulting in an inability to stop. Now, when we talk about addiction, we have some core characteristics. Understanding addiction involves recognizing several distinct features that set it apart from typical habits or misuse. Now, we have the compulsion, which is an intense, often overwhelming urge to engage in the behavior or consume the substance. Now, we have loss of control, the inability to limit usage or stop completely, even when the person genuinely wants to. And then finally, we have continued use despite harm. Now, persisting in the behavior despite knowing it causes damage to health, finances, or relationships. Now, we'll take drugs, for example. Some persons that are into drugs wouldn't want to stop. They don't want to stop. Not because they really like it, but because they are addicted. Even when they try to stop, it's very difficult. It proves abortive. They cannot stop. Now, when someone is addicted to drugs, the person's finances go down, the person's health goes down. And you see some persons, when you try to talk them out of taking drugs, they tell you it doesn't hurt, it doesn't harm, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. But hey, drugs are actually very, very dangerous. They are dangerous to your body, they are dangerous to your pockets, and they can actually reduce your lifespan. So today I'm urging you to say no to addiction. Run away from addiction. Yes, on that note, that's it on National Celebration. Now let's quickly look at trending issues. Now, recently, some persons were rescued from the anti-human traffickers. These are persons that traffic people, they traffic humans to any part of the world, and they use them for their own selfish gains. Now, NAPTIP rescued some of the victims that, in fact, two of the victims precisely, that were recently almost trafficked out of the country. And those persons are being returned back to their base. Now, this is a very, very, now I would even say this is an addiction. For those persons that are trafficking, it is an addiction because you know this thing is bad, but you just cannot let go. You even hear that people are being apprehended, people are being locked up because of this same act, but yet you see yourself doing it. You don't want to stop. That is a very, very bad addiction. So this is a call on our youths because the people that are more trafficked are the youths. Somebody comes to you and tells you, there's a country that I want to take you to. There are greener pastures there. They give you all form of ideas. They fill your head with so many lies, and then you go. And these people, the traffic individuals, they go for the vulnerable ones. They go for the ones that poverty has actually dealt with, the ones that do not have a say or option. And sometimes they even go for people that are okay, people that are the middle class people, and then they brainwash these individuals, tell them different things, sell so many bright things to them, and these individuals follow, not knowing that they are going to be trafficked. Thanks to the NAPTIP who rescued these individuals. If not them, what would have happened? So please, let's put hands together to work with NAPTIP. It is not left for them alone to do this job. It is left for everybody to do this job. If you see something, say something. If you notice that things are not going well around your vicinity, please speak up. Help the government to help you. It is very, very important. All right, so let's look at this post on X. All right, right about now, we'll just go for a very quick break. We'll go for a very quick break, and when we return, it'll be time for our next sport. Please stay with us.